Queenslanders, we do things a bit different up here.
Yeah, I think about you all the time.
When the rest of the country curls up for winter, we're just firing up.
Something about the feeling.
This is our time to shine. When the best horses, jockeys and trainers chase the sun and the big prize money. It's where I cut my teeth.
Camarina leads all the way to win the Derby.
The Kingsford Smith Cup is the magnificent black caviar.
Start number 13, unlucky for some, not for this one.
I've been honoured to win the Queensland Derby twice.
Lock and River won the Derby.
Welcome to Queensland.
A big thank you to you, Glenn Boss. It is a classic day of racing headed your way from a sunny Eagle Farm. It's Derby Day, the traditional black and white on display, plus the running of a time-honoured 3-year-old classic and a sprinting weight for age contest of the highest quality, the Kingsford Smith Cup, plus racing from Caulfield and Rosehill, plus Belmont as well. Hello and welcome to you at home, and to Katie McDonald, who joins me on the desk, looking gorgeous and ready for a big one.
Oh, you too, Emma. What a day we have here, especially at Eagle Farm, and the weather is just outstanding. The sun's out. Looking at this massive menu that we have today, $7 million in prize money across all the venues that we have here at Eagle Farm, of course headlined by the 2 Group 1s here, big card, undercard of that, and the Bellisbury Stakes at Caulfield, not forgetting that, and the Lord Mayor's Cup over the 2,000 metres at Rosehill Gardens. It's a huge day.
Fascinatingly, we have 2 Lord Mayor's Cups today, one in Brisbane and one in Sydney. But what about this Kingsford Smith Cup? It is almost a Stradbroke at weight for age level, so to speak. So Jimmy Starr, he needs to bounce back and show us his best. Private Eye, well, he's won $12 million and he'll get a great ride right there on Speed by Nash.
You're spot on. 10 individual Group 1 winners going around in the Kingsford Smith Cup. It's massive. Fangirl will really appreciate this drying track too.
And the good news is that the big gun, the big boss man, Bossy, will join us on the desk for a couple of hours this afternoon. Of course, 96 Group 1s next to his name, and he's won all of the features on today's program.
He sure has. Can't wait to join the boss man a bit later.
He's a showman and he's a great analyser of a race as well. Well, Richo Man had to come up in the sunshine of Queensland and play with us today. Let's check in with him on the track.
Em and Kate, with Pride of Jenny in it, it makes it a fascinating contest. Does she scoot away and create history, or does Chris Waller join the 200 club? Strap yourself in, the Doomben Cup.
Racing, Pride of Jenny jump well. It's the when and how moment as they go to the 800 metre back bend. When will a jockey make a move and who will it be? Questions still unanswered because Pride of Jenny is 12 lengths in front. Pride of Jenny coming to the turn, 13 lengths in front. She is all out though. They're starting to chase and chase quickly. She's a hustler, half yours. Birdman to the outside. Then Asterisk Kovalika and Vayman turn in last. Down below the 300 metres. Pride of Jenny on tired legs. The margin abbreviator is Birdman. Slowly but surely coming after Pride of Jenny. Pride of Jenny in front, not for long. There goes Birdman. McDonald running for Waller. Waller's 200th Group 1 winner, and Birdman, a brilliant performance. Birdman won the Doomben Cup.
When I see that, it's quite, it makes you a bit emotional. Tommy Smith, I was embarrassed to be around him. He used to be in awe of him. And Bart, he was an amazing man. I think what I've done is shown that anything's possible.
He's a genius. He'll break the record. He's going at 20 per season at the moment. So 246. Look out, DJ and Barton. Just give you an idea of the records of what he's breaking. Now, to put it all into context, Group 1 racing started in 1979, 1980. There was 54 Group 1s. There's now 76. So, of course, Chris has more opportunities and James McDonald has more opportunities than those that did before. But all we can do is celebrate what they are doing, and it's remarkable.
That's right, and the rise and how quickly they've gotten to that stage is incredible, and well done to Chris and his team, and I'm glad that James was able to get the 200 for him because of course they work so closely together, and he's got a great opportunity to extend his lead today.
This is our time to shine. When the best horses, jockeys and trainers chase the sun and the big prize money. It's where I cut my teeth.
Camarina leads all the way to win the Derby.
It's where future stars emerge.
Zaki won't get any more impressive than that Heston Star.
The launching pad for Cups winners.
Half doors, the history maker won the Lexus Melbourne Cup.
And one legendary winning streak.
Look at when she's come from last. She stormed down the outside. Oh, what a win.
8 Group 1s, chock full of history. The Kingsford Smith Cup is the magnificent Black Caviar.
Start number 13. Unlucky for some, not for this one.
And the Everest Stars, think about it, I wish I win, Jolly Star.
Jolly Star flying out wide, photo finish.
I've been honoured to win the Queensland Derby twice.
Lachlan River grabbed the lead. Lachlan River won the Derby.
And it's Kingston Town in 1980.
Kingston Town drew away and won by about 3 lengths to Red Kilter.
Welcome to Queensland. Queenslander!
A great day needs to be welcomed by a great man, and that is certainly Glenn Boss, who joins us on the coverage. He had his debut run last weekend. He's second up today, and better for it, I hope.
I'm sure it will be better for it, but God, I can't. I've been waiting for this moment. My 2 pocket rocket bunnies here. With all the energy in the world, this is going to be fun.
Oh, I feel privileged to be standing next to you. Of course, I got to compete with you as a jockey for so many years, and what a pleasure it is to stand here next to you and get pick your brains on how we can win this derby. Of course, you won it twice.
Yeah, it's a fascinating race. Someone's going to put their name on that board. It's an honour board which goes back, and there's been some amazing horseflesh have won this race. So very interesting times ahead.
Let's watch your 2 Derby victories. There was one year there in 99. They're on different days, but you won the Kingsford Smith and the Derby in the same year. Camarina and then Lachlan River, which was 21 years ago, Bossy.
Yeah. Well, I was like only 3 years old when I won that. But Camarina was a 3-year-old filly, and she bashed up the boys. And Lachlan River, he was just a big old stayer who just kept whacking away.
And what's the key to riding at Eagle Farm? It looks like a beautiful track here.
Starting off with the running of the Queensland Derby for the 3-year-olds, one of the classics, a great race that any jockey, trainer or owner would love to win on a horse who gets over a trip. As we check in with Ali Mosley for the market.
Well, and we have a new favourite, and it is the Kiwi filly Solid Gold, 5 into 440. She has 28% of the overall money here, and she is now our outright favourite over Providence with 20%, so not a great deal splitting them, 550 into 5. Then Monopolistic, who's been a slight drifter, 550 to 650. Accidental Bid has remained solid enough around the $8 quote. Different Gravy at 12. Kilman is at 14. As I say that now, 13 has just trimmed up, but was 9 this morning. Amazaki at 15, Butalese is at 17, one step closer at 26, Beauty Swift 34, Southern Prince 41, along with O'Shamus, and then 51.
Queensland Derby over the 2,400 metres. The boss man will take us through some of his key contenders, including the one in Kilman, who of course won the Rough Habit right there on speed, Bossy. He'll be able to dictate terms, Ryan Maloney.
I like what this horse has got. Good gate speed. You know what you're going to get with him. He's going to run on speed, and if it's not a quick run race, Ryan Maloney is going to take it up a long way from home, and he's probably going to make this a real good test.
And he's going to have to, because there's going to be probably a little more pressure being a Group 1 today. A few more chancing their arm and pushing forward, you would have thought. We take a look at 4 Bossy in Providence. I thought his run in the Rough Habit was super.
Yeah, he was outstanding. And what I've seen in the enclosure here behind me, he just absolutely glows, this horse. He looks very confident, and what he does possess is what you need to win these races, is a very good turn of speed.
And what did you think of Beauty Swift, Bossy, the Maddie Smith trained to Kerry McAvoy? Drawn an awkward barrier.
Yeah, it's drawn awkward. I don't know what they're going to do there. They might have to go back and ride for a bit of luck, but it's got the right form to be able to win this race.
He's a looker in the yard, wasn't he, Bossy?
Yeah, absolute looker.
All right, so with Hong Kong connections in mind there for Beauty Swift, who finished strongly alongside Providence in that Rough Habit, the key leader. So Monopolistic comes out of a group, a benchmark 78, I should say, at Gosford over the 2,100 metres, where he rattled home.
Yeah, he was brilliant too. He's got a beautiful action, and no doubt he can make that next step up, being in the Chris Waller yard. Amazaki, I thought, was well presented from Kieran Ma. Comes out of the SA Derby. So how hard is it to sort of peak twice, Bossy?
Oh, it is hard, but they're young 3-year-olds. Sometimes when travel horses, though, it actually piques their interest once again, so it's not a bad thing.
Another horse from Kieran Ma's is Accidental Bid. So he strung a couple of wins together, very progressive, then ran 6 in the Rough Habit. And Johnny Allen, well, he is the Derby king.
Sure is, right around the country. But here is your new favourite and Richo's best of the day in the filly in Solid Gold.
Yeah, and I can see why she's favourite. She's bigger and stronger and better looking than all the boys in the enclosure. She looks more like a gelding or a colt to me, and I've got no doubt the trip will be right in her alley.
And an incredible training team as well. The Wellwood James team in New Zealand this season alone have won a Derby in New Zealand, an Oaks in New Zealand, and now they're looking to add a Queensland Derby to that tally too.
Yeah, he knows how to train stays. And you know, when you got to, I can't overlook, when you get a big, strong 3-year-old filly like she is, they get 2 kilos off the boys. That can be a little bit of an impost.
Especially when it comes to a rain-affected track. Okay, Ali, late money, where is it headed for the Group 1 Derby?
With the favourite M, Solid Gold. So she went up $6.50 and she's now at $4.40, tick under 30% of the money.
So, of course, Chris Waller has won 3 Derbies. He has 4 in it this year. 20 fillies have won the Derby as well. It's been 25 3-year-olds to complete the Queensland Guineas Derby double, but we don't have the Queensland Guineas winner in this year's edition. Let's check in with Richo. He's with a Key Connection.
Roger James, brilliant to see you in Queensland. How's your filly?
She's really well. Really well.
What did you make of her run, obviously on that slow tempo last start?
Oh, I thought the run was enormous. She hadn't run for a month, and from the wide barrier we decided to go back, which probably made the race unwinnable, but look, we saw what we wanted.
Yeah, and obviously this was always the goal throughout, or you were umming and ahhing between the Derby and the Oaks?
Yeah, the Oaks was the goal. When we saw that run and saw how she recovered from it and assessed both fields, we didn't think there was a lot between them, and maybe the Oaks could be stronger, but time will tell whether we've made the right decision or not.
Can you give us some insight into the tactics? Because Tommy's drawn that wide barrier. What do you do?
I've left it pretty much to Tommy, and I think he's got it pretty sussed. We're going to judge it as we jump. We've got plan A and plan B, so hopefully he can get it right.
You tend to get it right. Good luck.
Thank you. Cheers.
The big question with this speed map, boss, is the fact that the only sole leader is Kilman. Will there be other jockeys looking to press forward and put pressure on him so that he doesn't get away with murder out in front?
Oh, absolutely, they will be. They'll be very aware of it. But you've just got to be careful that they thought he weakened the other day. But I don't think so. I didn't see that. And if they might think, we'll sit back and we'll just pluck him off when we want to, that's not going to be the case.
And one thing I did note the other day is that I don't think he went that slow. I think he rolled along at a really nice tempo where everything I felt like had their chance.
I'm with you. I watched that race and they kept saying how slow the race was running. I'm thinking, well, am I watching the same race? Because he went even sectionals pretty well from the 1400 metre mark, and then when he got to the 1000, he actually increased again.
And they were all strung out, and every horse was happy. No
Absolutely.
horse was, pulling their head off behind him. So I'd say that he'll roll along here again. And Ryan Maloney is a great tactician. He's got a clock in his head, and no doubt he'll give him a nice ride here.
And of course, he's already won a Queensland Derby. He's one of only 2 Queensland jockeys in this race. Ben Thompson rides one step closer, who's going to have to vastly improve to be a horse to figure in this today.
Yeah, definitely. But it is a derby and anything can happen. Who are you with, Bossy?
Oh, listen, Kilman is the one, but when I looked at this 3-year-old filly in the enclosure, I've got to go with her. She looks special to me, so I'm going to now change to Solid Gold.
And all of that New Zealand blood, we know how well it does when getting over a staying trip.
They're hard to beat, the Kiwis, when they cross the ditch.
He's speaking about someone that you know well.
He's an Aussie now.
I think Providence does look hard to beat as well, especially where he's drawn. He'll be a little bit closer to the speed today.
Yeah, James will be very aware. He's a master tactician, and this horse, he actually glowed in the enclosure.
Okay, 3 to load, and then we'll be off and running for our first Group 1 of the day. It is the Queensland Derby for the 3-year-olds over the 2,400 metres. Here's David Fowler.
Starter Mr. Anderson about to switch on the red light and pick up the button, and we're set for the Group 1 Derby. All in. Light. Ready to break. Racing. They jumped at an even line. Kilman anticipated the start well, heading towards the front from Southern Prince. Going forward soon after the start, Inspired Legend. Providence is handy. Noticing also going forward Amazaki and Solid Gold. Berry riding forward on the favourite. O'Shamus going up wider. They're followed by one step closer. Accidental Bid. Monopolistic settling just a touch better than midfield. Beauty Swift wide with cover early, followed by Options. Let's go to the second half of the field. Southern Prince over on the inside of Different Gravy, followed by Michelangelo. Chili's drifting a long way back into that bottom bend with Defendant. Then Buddelazy and Falcon's Lair dropped out to be last of the 18. They travel up the side, short of 1800 left to Rana, and Kilman is going to try and do it all of the way. Racing second, O'Shamus, trailing by a length and a half, and 3 wide, 1 step closer. Well, from that outside barrier, Solid Gold, Berry's got the favourite into a good spot as Beauty Swift strides up 3 wide outside of it. Over on the inside came Falcon's Lair, and then came Options. It's in the 3 wide line, but on the improve. Followed by Amazaki, then Accidental Bid. Providence about 8 to 9 off the lead at the 1300 metres. Then came Michelangelo, followed by Monopolistic between runners. Southern Prince inside of that pair. A long way back along the back straight was Different Gravy, drifting back with Defendant. Then came Chili's, Inspired Legend, and Buddalazy as last. 18 lengths span the Derby field. They go towards the far bend with 1,000 left to Rana. And Maloney is going to try and pilot Kilman an all-the-way victory. 1 step closer went to second. Racing third, O'Shamus. Beauty Swift in fourth. The speed is genuine. 2 to Options who went to fifth, and then came Falcon's Lair. Solid Gold about seventh in the Rana. Amazaki making a move, then Accidental Bid, followed by Providence, who's following Solid Gold in the Rana. Then Michelangelo, Monopolistic between runners. Near the inside came Southern Prince. A long way back coming to the turn was Different Gravy. Then Buddalazy trying to make a wide run was Inspired Legend with Defendant, and Chili's will turn in last of the 18. They thunder for home in the Derby. 4.50 left to Rana. Kilman led. Beauty Swift the first challenger. Here's Solid Gold and Amazaki joining in, and Providence out wide. 300 left to run. Kilman led. Solid Gold went to it, but Providence went to the pair and gave them a cold. Providence dashed away from Solid Gold. Running on as Inspired Legend at cricket score odds. Then Monopolistic and Different Gravy. Providence has got 100 to go. He's got the margin. He's got the Derby. Providence too good. Beat home Monopolistic. Third, Inspired Legend. Fourth, Different Gravy. Then Gap, Solid Gold didn't stay. Followed by Beauty Swift, Michelangelo, Defendant, Falcon's Lair, Amazaki, Kilman, just ahead of them Chili's. Then came Accidental Bid, well back 1 step closer, Options, Southern Prince, Buddalazy, and O'Shamus last in the Derby.
Miracle Mal, you've got company on 16 Group 1s in a season. Oh, he's had more opportunities, sure, but it's a remarkable performance for James McDonald. Joins Malcolm Johnson with 16 in a season, and Miracle's the sort of guy that would go, welcome to the club, I reckon, Bossy.
Oh, well, this has been a record that he's been chasing for quite a while. I think he'll be pretty chuffed when he gets it home tonight, knowing that he's got that one under his belt.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good ride. It worked out beautiful for him. I actually thought Ryan Maloney on the leader rated
200 Australian Group 1s. He joins Bart Cummings and TJ Smith at that mark, and it's his 9th Australian Group 1 Derby. The same as John Hawkes and CS Hayes. So remarkable names that Chris Waller joins. Let's hear from the champ.
Congratulations, 201. This guy's been building beautifully for this trip.
Yeah, he has. And the second horse. But they've been our targets all along, and as you say, steadily building. And it was a lovely ride from the first and second horse. They got into beautiful positions, midfield, one off the fence. And they were strong late, weren't they?
Midfield as well, obviously knowing that there might have been a bit more pressure piled onto your front runner there in Kilman today. James found a beautiful spot, as he referenced.
Yeah, and that's the key. Any race, especially a staying race, 2,400 metres for a 3-year-old, it's a long way, and well deserved.
And Monopolistic as well. That's a big jump in grade for him today, but he did it beautifully.
Yeah, very much so. He was probably the strongest of them late. So they both got bright futures, and it's always a good stepping stone, Queensland, for our horses.
Congratulations on a 4th Queensland Derby.
Thanks, Emma.
Well done. And also congrats for last week.
And 200 Australian Group 1s, and Bossy, J-Mac joins Miracle. What do you think of the ride?
Oh, this is just an absolutely masterclass. I mean, I'm his number 1 fan besides you, Katie, but what I love, the first 400 metres, and he's like one of these great athletes. They seem to have so much time to make these decisions, and you can see where he just wanted to stay off the fence, getting towards the winning post the first time, to have all these options open to him. And this is where they win the race, because when they get this spot, they go, this is the spot I want, and then the race just unfolds.
You did note though, so he went forward, he pushed forward, he's just behind the leaders right now, but then he ended up getting shuffled right back.
Yeah, but didn't concern him. You can see the horse was just bubbling underneath him, and then he at the 600 metre mark, you see he popped out and then got in the running line where you're supposed to be today. He makes the right decisions at all the right times, this young bloke, and I just love watching him do what he does.
In fact, when you roll that, if you saw that 400 metres again, and people at home will be able to do that, the way he looks in 3 times, looks inside, determined not to go there though, Bossy. Doesn't want to go to the rail.
He's making all these tactical decisions very quickly, and his brain must be so fluid. He just makes the right decision. What he does, he goes option A, B, C, and D, and then he goes, I'm going to take C because that's what's going to suit my horse. And then, okay, he gets drifted back through the field here a touch, but he's not concerned at any moment. No panic at any moment, because he knows that at one point I'm going to come out in the running line where they're all been winning, and then let the horse just do what it has to do.
So that is his 6th Australian Group 1 Derby win, which equals him with a young man by the name of Glenn Boss.
Oh, well, there you go. Listen, listen, he's going to break records forever, this young man, and the ceiling just keeps going up. And we're just so privileged to watch this amazing athlete grow and get better every year.
He's about to get out and accelerate away for a dynamic win, and M's alongside him.
3rd Queensland Derby, but you've just equalled Miracle Mal's record of the number of Group 1s for a season. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's a special idol and an unbelievable good jockey at that. So to obviously to equal him is lovely, and I've got so much respect for him. He's not only a champion jockey, he's a great guy, and he's always been there for a hand too. So he's been very, very special to us, and it's nice to be equaling him for sure.
What a beautiful colt by Wotton Bassett he is as he walks past us now, a winner of a Group 1 over 1.5 miles for Special Connections. Henry loved that. You should have seen the jumping for joy at the fence.
Yeah, I bet he did. He was devastated when Militarised got beat a nose. I said, don't worry, he's been beaten a nose many a time for the last 2 years, but it was nice to win on him. He's been building towards something. Chris just does a wonderful job at prepping them, and his run the other day was good. My manager, my old manager, Gary Cossey, he said I gave it none last start, so get close to the rail this time and be much better. But he was spot on. He was happy that I was on him, and I thought would have been on the other one, but they're always right, Waller and Cossey.
Quickly, as we get towards the next Group 1, how will Fangirl enjoy these conditions?
I think the track's actually making it very hard to make up ground, so that's going to be playing against her. But look, if we get the break, she's a wonderful mare, and it's great to have her here in Queensland, because normally they're all out spelling, so she'll run well.
That's mate.
The leader, Spicy Martini towards the inside, Afterburners, Uncommon James, Napoleonic, and right down the outside is Rothfire on the outside, and Napoleonic, Spicy Martini close to the inside, Jimmy Star's not in it, can I believe this? Rothfire, oh what a wonderful story, Rothfire's won the 10,000.
Absolutely special win by Rothfire. Nearly as special as your gangster suit today, Bossy, where you're looking absolutely brilliant. He turned back the clock, old mate
I
Rothfire.
know, he sure did. I can't believe he still sat 5 wide the trip and still won with ease.
Incredible.
And the way Brad handled him too, there was no panic, no movement in him to try and get a spot. He just cruised around them.
And wasn't it great to see Brad Rawiller? Yeah. I mean, this guy has been through so much. Back in as a Group 1 winning jockey, and now he goes into Group 1 up against his brother. How unique's that?
Oh, this is so unique, and they have got so close. Since Brad's had all these injuries, I was talking to Nash the other day, he said the bond between those two brothers has got stronger and stronger. And Brad, he said the other day, that's what keeps me going, looking at my older brother, what he's doing.
It's amazing, though, that
this unique combination with Peter Moody. They're looking for their 37th Group 1 together. It helps when you've had Black Caviar, but I reckon this horse is a live chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, Trumby can extend his lead in winning this race for the 4th time, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, that combination has stood the test of time, hasn't it? They've been like brothers, those two, like brothers to war too. So, Trumby, it would be great to see Trumby win this race.
Yeah, he's one of the great characters in Australian racing. Let's turn our attention to Rose Hill, because that's where we're joining Ali for the market.
That's elsewhere, we see our best backed runner all day here at Rosehill, and that is Zambado, with 45% of the money here, has been really well fancied. Our 320 favourite, after opening 460, was 310 this morning, so it's bounced around that mark. They really don't want anything else here. It's a gap to the rest of them. The Budgie Smuggler, 850 to 10. Then we have 11 Belvedere Boys, 12 Touristic, 11 to 12 for Portland. Osipenko actually has been the firmer at odds here, 26 into 13. Mason Louis has had a trim up, 19 into 14 to sit with Nelly Laylax. Imperialist Zaphod, both at 19. Yu Wang at 26 along with Black Run, and then 34 or more the rest of them. But best backed runner here on the card at Rosehill is Zambado as your 320 favourite. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Thank you, Ali, as we take you into the yard for the Lord Mayor's Cup over the 2,000 metres, the feature event at Rosehill for the day. And we take a look at Zambado, who's my best of the day. This guy's been screaming out for a wet track. He gets an inside draw. Dylan Gibbons, we're up in trip again. Plenty to like.
And have a look who he ran up against last start at Gosford. Athanatos, who won today and beat Militarise.
Oh, don't.
So
why
the
did you just
form has
mention
been
Militarise?
franked, and your best bet goes up against my roughie in Touristic for Peter Snowden. And look, he won this race last year with Andy Adkins on board, so he takes the reins down in the weights. He's drawn well. He loves the conditions. He's nice and fit. He comes out of the Gosford Cup, so hopefully he can give you a good run for your money.
And that got that form behind Asterix, who's since run very well in a good race, a Group 1 up here in Queensland. The Budgie Smuggler is on the quick backup for Björn Baker. Wide draw. New jock in Reece Jones on board at the double figure quote.
He's a good horse, this. He's had 10 starts for 5 wins and a second, so he's always around the mark. And Bjorn Baker.
He's bulletproof, and Jimmy Star are coming hard. Jimmy over the top, has dropped from the sky to win. Private Eye, 100 metres to go, is clear. 2 lengths and extends. What a warrior he is, and Private Eye, the 8-year-old, wins it.
Van Gogh from the tissues, Debbie Magnetica. Van Gogh takes out the Queen of the Turf. The Inflictor still there from Les Vampire and General Salute, but Transatlantic, the last favourite's home. That's a big winner. With a knee-line run, look at Splashback. Look at Splashback and Michael Rod bursting away. Won the victory. Can I believe this? Rothfire! Rothfire! Oh, what a wonderful story! Wonderful story. Rothfire's won the 10,000.
The Kingsford Smith Cup over the 1,300 metres. It is a good horses race, and testament to the field assembled here today with 10 individual Group 1 winners, including Jimmy Star, Private Eye, Rothfire and Fangirl, Bossy.
Oh, this is one hell of a contest, and I cannot wait. Yeah, these are proper horses, and you know it's $1 million. Obviously, you don't have to have huge prize money to collect these horses together.
But also, good horses win this race. Jolie Star won it last year. She's on her way to Royal Ascot, and wouldn't it be a great story if Yellow Brick was able to provide Tony and Madison Sears for their first Group 1?
And of course, he's got the form in front of Rothfire, having come out of the Archer at Rockhampton, Bossy.
Yeah, but Rothfire had no luck up there. He was put out of the race. But yeah, Tony Sears, I've known Tony Sears for a long.
Is a great piece of silverware, the Kingsford Smith Cup. Of course, won last year by Jolie Star and a couple of years ago by Think About It, on the course to an Everest. As we check in with Ali Mosley for a market for our Group 1.
Oh, Jimmy. He's the one who's been hammered now, M5 into 370. Our traders were keen to take him on, just given how far back he can get and the lack of pace. But 370 he is now with 30% of the money. Fangirl is second best back there on the second line, albeit she's at 850. Then we see Headley Grange, who's been 13 into 10. Private Eye and Transatlantic, both at 11. Transatlantic is actually our third best backed runner here. Has it had a trim up from 14 into 11. Rothfire at 12, 14 out from 850 for Napoleonic, then 16 in from 26 for Seppels for the informed Lockie Neindorf. Splashback at 17 out from 13, 23 a little trim up there for another Will from 26, Yellow Brick 26 along with King of Rousseau and Linebacker, and then 34 or more for the last couple. Jimmy Star firms again, 360. He's the one who's been hammered late here. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
And let's get into it. It is a fascinating market and a fascinating parade as well. Bossy, Jimmy, can he bounce back up to the 13?
Yeah, I had a look at his 10,000 run, and everyone said, oh, he looked really unlucky. But what I took out of that race, he wasn't there for Ethan when he needed him. He didn't come up on the bridle and actually charge through the line. He was good late. He can win, there's no doubt. He's a very good horse. But for mine, I'm left him out.
He's certainly parading nicely. He's really strong on the bridle, so he looks nice and sharp. Rothfire, can he do it again, Bossy?
Oh, he's a great horse, and he's parading here. He is absolutely glowing in his coat. He's a beautiful, big, relaxed horse. Hard to deny him.
Yeah, he does look super, and what a story it would be if Brad Wawilla could get another Group 1M.
He's double figures and a last start Group 1 winner up
Can
here
you
in
believe
Queensland.
that?
That is madness.
He's drawn a good barrier, though. Maybe he wants to be on the outside.
What about Private Eye, who missed the 10,000 because the track was too wet? He gets improving conditions to suit today.
Yeah, here's the horse I like. Nash Willa, barrier 1. He's going to get the perfect run. This horse has been at the top level for the last 4 seasons. He either wins or just gets beat. He's one of those horses, and I think he can run very well.
This is the one that you've got your eye on.
Well, Transatlantic, you just look at his stats. He's had 6 goes first up for his duck egg. He goes second up, 5 starts for 4 wins in a second. You can't ignore that stat. They've set him for this race.
I agree with you. He's my roughie for the day, Bossy, and I think with a great steer from a nice gate with Ryan Maloney on board, he can run a big one heading into the Stratty. The 9 Yellow Brick, how consistent has this guy been over many, many a year?
Yeah, he sure has. He's a horse that makes his own luck. He puts himself in a good spot. Tommy rode him last start, so knows him quite well, and I think he's going to still have to lift on those, especially on this race. It's just so strong. 10 individual Group 1 winners as we look at King of Russo, looking for 4 wins in a row. He's been such a good horse for his connections. Very awkward barrier for him, so it's going to make it tough as we get to Linebacker.
Do we have to talk about it?
Oh, look at him. He's cute as a button.
Yeah, but that doesn't win your races. The thing we took out of Scone was he may have needed the run physically. I think to the eye of a many good judge down there, they went, nah, you've got to tighten up, buddy. Hey, Bossy.
How many more excuses can you make for that horse?
Plenty. We love him too much. He was such a naughty boy when he was a colt, and then gelding him, and he wins a Randwick Guineas. As we take a look at Skybird, she's won 5 from 18. She was better in the 10,000, Bossy, compared to what she did in the Goodwood.
Yeah, and probably looks like it's on an upward trajectory, so you definitely think it's going to be in the mix.
Yeah, she can mix her form a bit. As we look at Splashback, who won the Victory Stakes in really good style. So 3rd up here, and I'm pretty sure Splashback won on this day last year at Caulfield. So certainly a horse that's improved very quickly. Geordie Childs takes the ride as we look at Mark Zara there, taking the reins on Napoleonic, who came out of the Doomben 10,000 first up behind Rothfire, presented to win and just blew out that last little bit. So a big improver.
Yeah, when you look at him in the enclosure, I 100% agree. He's a very chunky, real sprinter, and he would have really needed that first up run. He looks like he's tightened up a heap.
Yeah, very good in the 10,000, but he will improve with the run under his belt at Doomben. Okay, we are milling behind the gates. What a contest this is. Let's get a market mover from Ali.
It's Jimmy Star M. He is now our best backed runner today.
All right, Richo's out and about. He's catching up with Rob Heathcote with Rothfire.
Well, Rob, the pride of Queensland's ready to go again. How's Rothfire?
Being interviewed by the pride of Tasmania.
Oh, thank you.
Rothy's well. Can lightning strike twice? I mean, hell of a thrill 2 weeks ago. Horse as well. It's his home track. There's a bit of juice in the track. He's drawn well. Brad Wawilla, Group 1, number 27. It'll do.
Physically, came through the race really well?
He's done super. We couldn't be any happier with the horse. They're not making a lot of ground today, so I think we'll travel a little bit closer than we did the other day.
Okay, well, he covered so much ground at Doomben. It was an incredible run. The more you watch it, I just kept shaking my head.
Well trained.
Yeah, always. Well, that's a given.
That's it.
So what do you think? So rolling forward, does he ever overdo it if you do that?
To be honest, I pretty much left it up to Brad. Right. I mean, as a tactician, he's pretty good. He's had a good walk on the track. He got a good feel of the horse the other day. The key word he said to me was rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Keep the old boy in a good rhythm. He'll give his best.
How's your rhythm at the moment?
We're going all right.
Sure.
My handicap's getting out to double figures now. I'm going.
Get out of it. No way am I playing you off double figures. Hell no. Good luck today, mate.
Good on you, Richard.
Good day.
Great answer there from Rob Heathcote about talking about getting Rothfire into a rhythm. How did you do that?
Well, it's all in your hands, to be very honest. You just make them relax, just sit there. You can do whatever you want. Sing to them, you can do whatever you want.
Bossy's got beautiful voice, and I used to hear him sing to all his horses.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
There you go. No.
He did.
Are you with your boy Jimmy? You're sticking with him?
I think he's going to be really hard to beat. I do believe this preparation he's just been just a touch below his best, but Kieran is so good at turning these horses around. It's a great race. As you've said all day, 10 individual Group 1 winners are in it, and Fangirl, if she's at her best, I think she could give this a good shake too.
Yeah, and I was interested to hear what J-Max said before. They're hard to make up ground. She's going to get back. You know what it's going to, with Fangirl, what you're going to get. I'm with Private Eye from the low draw, set for this race. I think he's going to win one hell of a race.
I'm with Transatlantic because he will be close to the speed. And you spoke about that stat, Bossy, about him second up. He improves exponentially out of that Victory Stakes won by Splashback, who maybe is being well overlooked in the market here, considering that when she's over the 1300, she's had the 3 starts, the 2 wins and the 1 minor as well. So Jimmy Star will start your favourite with weight of money and late punter support. Fangirl's second line, a 4-time Group 1 winner, and then Private Eye. A late move for Headley Grange, who can be a handful for Joe Pride as well. Adam Hieronymus with a tough job ahead of him. Here we go. It's the running of the Group 1 Kingsford Smith.
Coming up. King of Rousseau and Other Will walking together. All in, they're ready to jump. Light turned on. All set. Ready to break. Movement in the stalls. Another Will was fidgety. Racing. Private Eye won the start off the inside. Transatlantic and Headley Grange began well. Another Will going forward. Desert Lightning 5th away. And Jimmy Star also taking a closer position. He's a bit wide though as they drive into the first bend, then linebacker. Followed by Rothfire, Napoleonic. Off the track was Sepals. Then Skybird, Yellow Brick, King of Rousseau, Splashback, Fangirl and Von Hawk is last of all. 8.50 to run. Transatlantic takes control. Another one up to second. And Jimmy Star, he's up to third, but he's 3 wide. Private Eye, meanwhile, coiled away 4th the rail. Headley Grange in a good spot, 5th one off. 3 wide with cover, Desert Lightning. Sepals in the cheap seats, 4 deep. Then linebacker, Rothfire, Napoleonic, joining the 3 wide cover flow. Yellow Brick will come to the centre of the track, then Skybird. A long way back, King of Rousseau, Fangirl, 3rd last at the bend. 2nd last on straightening Splashback, and Von Hawk is last of all. The big field travel by the 400 metres. Another one alongside Transatlantic. Desert Lightning and Jimmy Star are joining in. Private Eye, Headley Grange up towards the inside, and wider was Napoleonic, even deeper Sepals. Another will reach the lead. Headley Grange was coming through on the outside. Jimmy Star boxing away with Desert Lightning. Jimmy Star is lifting. Headley Grange on the inside. Here comes the post. Headley Grange. Headley Grange beat Jimmy Star. Fangirl and another Will. Followed then by Private Eye. Desert Lightning, Transatlantic, Splashback. Then Von Hawk, Rothfire, linebacker. King of Rousseau, Yellow Brick. Sepals, Napoleonic pulling up quickly with Skybird. Last of all, Headley Grange has won the cup.
Headley Grange is a Group 1 winner. He's promised to run a huge race in a Group 1. Many thought it could be at handicap, but he does it at weight for age, and he out-muscles number 1 in Jimmy Star, who might not be at his absolute brilliant best, but he still ran so well. Flashing go there for 3rd with Fangirl. Charging late, might grab 3rd there, but Headley Grange, terrifically.
Yeah, he certainly was, Bossy, and you can see there he really barged back to the inside, Private Eye back out at them, so it was a good ride.
Yeah, that's a great ride by Hippo. The horse was in the right spot. I couldn't believe from the get-go, from the barrier rise, even through the middle stages, they were nearly doing 12 to the furlong for a sprint race. That's pretty slow.
So look at Fangirl, does pick up 3rd there, right on the line in the cerise colours, coming through the middle. 8-1-12 and a photo, all the fallout of the big Group 1 in a moment. But if we turn our attention to Caulfield, Quinny the market for the next. That's what I've been told. Whenever you see a QR code, scan it. It goes to 7.
There was a time, remember, he used to go, get involved with the barcode.
One gate.
That's on the back of your supermarket products there, Richo.
So Western Empire wins, team. So next week should be a bona fide beauty. It's Ladies' Day.
It is. We've got the running of the Queensland Oaks for the 3-year-old fillies, headlined by Panova, but also Chispa. And with James McDonald suspended, There's a couple of nice rides there, and who will get them well remains to be seen. But Panova and Chispa both.
Mel record as well, so still lots to come. And then Tats Tiara will, you'll all be over at Royal Ascot, including James, so he won't have a chance then. So a couple of weeks' time, make sure you tune in.
You're looking divine today in your black and white, Richo.
I am feeling $1 million.
Scrubbed up a treat.